The sinews mute, punitive, cruel, doing this to me. The spew subdues, usually indubitably puking a renewed lunacy. A few putrid, dubious lucies are Cupid, noose to me, refutably. I used to duel a huge beef, stupidly misused and abused like Cupid's shoestring. Varying variables, terribly, the heirlooms glow, air that goes warily flowing. The shared goal, the care known, stared goes the marble. Fared, renowned, unbearable stone, a tears a tone, paired alone when the lair was shown. A daring throne declared and bones married at home, yet carrying a Rome in a fish fillet bowl. The cascading masquerade, a challenging state of rampaging, hating classic debates, sad as the phlegmatic quakes. Saturating the mattress rate, asking who wakes, passion late, fast and traitorous, the satchel straightened on the immaculate freight, tackling weight. Tracking the fate, lacking a mate to masturbates to tragically innate catastrophe traits. Continuing with the menus bring the sinews sing and are lent to bring defensive kings, offensive things, hence the sting of pensive wings that are sent to rings of hellish seems meant to think of demented schemes. Criminals bring in subliminal green for string beads that steal from fiends of real unease. Kill the reason, feel the tease of a surreal disease and deals with sleaze for immediate increased meals release. Sabotage a lot of frogs that hop along the wrong and song and doctor throngs of doctors balm. A rocking charm the mocks is strong, swaddled in the arms of the lost belonging to pause remarks. Toss the larks, embossing art, chop for slots, mopping spots at crop in part, round obnoxious farts, stop the shots of locking pops and stocking props for a lot of cots that are swapped for rot. Whipping with ribbons and giving and living, so gifted the grifting of griffins, a smidgen of pigeons for slivers that's missing, lifted yet shifting and mixed with the sifting, pinching a simpleton and glimpses of wishes for misting remissions, fixed for submission, flipping the fishing and mission, sedition, a spritz of a vision, the linens of sinning, getting wind from the Christian. The sinews mute, punitive, cruel, doing this to me, the spew subdues, usually indubitably puking a renewed lunacy, a few putrid, dubious luces to Cupid, noosing me refutably. I used up duel of huge beats, stupidly misused and abused like Cupid's shoestring. Reciprocity at full velocity, straight across me, but who's the boss of me at the sloppy beach where you floss your teeth with an atrocity, put across and reach for the lawsuit seat, toss to be glossy sheets or watch beneath the philosophies and processes possibly taught in streets, lawlessly buy you free and constantly distraddle each count to creep across from speech, denigrated yet menegracious, send a payment, a bending a raiment mentioned by sacred pensive ancients, federated better, waiting tender, salacious, rumor pages, or wrenching crazy, horrendous faces, collected pacing and resurrected racing, insurrection lacing the precious basics with affectionate gazing, Detective Nathan and special ways that fester, flagrant, pestering, fragrant, arresting agents, interruption of destruction or discuss repercussions, causing concussions, the induction of corruption, a suction on gumption, how the luck won, presumptions, let me bust some in a lusty sun, the function was a buck one, touch, dumb, chum, guns, the luncheon done. Stunning the scums, crumbs, gulping fungus, it's yum yum, treacherously lecherous on leprechauns and pixie dust, a mess of us with an extra rush, Macedonian finger touch lingering among us, ministered, wrinkled up, Engelbert, Humperdinck, sex and lust, testing lush, confess and bust, resting much echo, yucky, pretentious punks, venomous enemies that rust, ecumenical pulses, hush, tendons crunch under the exodus trust, filibuster little custers, getting flustered in the cluster, limited luster from dim busters, sickly hustlers, winning hunches from skittish rustlers of the city culture, pity vultures, singly sullen, whistling uncles, fitted something from spinning some burst, sitting cross-legged in 50 bunches, lifting a ton of bricks and above heads of gritty pundits and nifty skulls of men leaving victuals munched up in bits. The sinews mute, punitive, cruel, doing this to me, the spew subdues, usually indubitably puking a renewed lunacy, a few putrid, dubious luces of Cupid, noosing me refutably. I used up duel of huge beats, stupidly misused and abused like Cupid's shoestring. Mention the crap ascension and a snap the sentence grapple and pretend reactions, them in the factions, similarly cracking a willful assassin, sentiments fraction, the endless Saxons with swinging classism, Millanapolis, villainous anti-felons happy with melons dapper